back to Clean with Kate. It's early on Saturday morning. I've been up for about an hour doing a couple of jobs around the house, and I thought you might like to join me just for some general tidying up. Let's see what we've got family staying, so I'm not sure how long we'll get. So I'm going to set my timer just for 5 minutes initially. We'll just see if we can get a couple of lots of 5 minutes done. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill my sink with some hot soapy water. Because I've got a few things that need hand washing. I'm going to get a clean tea towel out while that's filling up. I've got a box here I need to decide what I'm doing with. Either my husband's going to take it to work, or I'm going to pop it in the recycling. It's just a dog food delivery that I'd ordered that came in. I try not to do too much housework on a Saturday, but there's always housework, isn't there? You always have some to do. So I've got this tin that my husband was using when he made some homemade meringues for himself. So I just need to wash it out. It doesn't need a really detailed wash out, it just needs a gentle wash out. So I'm just going to leave that in there to soak actually, because it is a little bit sticky. I think I'll leave that to soak while I do a few other jobs. I've got the coffee on, you'll be glad to hear. I've got a fabulous new pinny. I don't know if you can see it reflected in the mirror, but I love my new pinny. It's got the most lovely detailing on it. Look at this. I got this in TK Maxx a couple of weeks ago. And I love it. It's just such a cute pinny. It makes me feel like, I don't know, a domestic goddess. It's a really nice pinny. Okay, I just love the detailing on it. Dolly, I think this fridge is probably going to need a bit of attention. I'm just going in here and I think it's looking very full. Right, anyway, I'm not going to distract with that. I need to deal with all these tomatoes as well, and I need to tidy up the coffee area. But let's just start by switching the coffee machine on. I thought I'd done that already. Oops. I need to stay focused. I think I'm just going to focus on tidying up the kitchen. And I might bleach the sink while I'm at it. Right, so where are those tomatoes going to go? The first thing I need to do is check I'm actually recording. I've had quite a few technical problems recently where I thought I was recording and I wasn't. Just bear with me. Had some problems with my camera not holding charge, which is quite frustrating. Right, I need to find a big bowl for these tomatoes to go in. My daughter's visiting for the weekend and she's also bought loads of tomatoes. So we are inundated at the moment with tomatoes, and my husband's growing tomatoes. So I need to find something to keep my tomatoes in. Have you got any suggestions? I'm spinning my wheels already, and it's only 6 a.m. Right. Right, there's a nice bowl. Okay, it might need a wash out because it's been in the pantry in storage, so it's probably a little bit on the dusty side. Let's get it ready to wash out. But I think I'm going to have this. It's actually a huge fruit bowl. I'm just going to finish washing this out because I'm going to wash the fruit bowl out. This just needs a very quick wash, hopefully. That's my plan anyway. It's just a cake tin. It's just an old sort of, I think it's probably a 1980s cake tin. Because it's quite damaged. My husband, I don't know why he picked this one to put his meringues in. He must have just liked it. It's one I've had a long time. It's quite scruffy, but I still love it. I think I was using it to keep stationery in at one point. Things are very useful for storage, I find. Right, let's get this fruit bowl washed up. And then I'm going to clean the coffee area. This isn't a Denby fruit bowl. Again, it's something I've had a long time. It has actually got a small chip in it, which is a shame. Right, let's pop it on there just to do a bit of drying. Let's get the coffee out, and then I think I'll clean the coffee area and I'll deal with these tomatoes. I think I'm just going to... Oh, there's water bottles full of water. Hang on. Let's pop the coffee on here so it doesn't go cold. Let's pop some lights on. I'm just going to water some of my houseplants. I don't want to waste this water. So, who needs a drink? Ooh, That one's bone dry. I think we'll give it all to you. Ah, you can get a better view of my pinny there. Yeah, I think this is definitely my new favourite pinny. I love this pinny. It's funny, isn't it? How something like a new pinny can really really makes me happy. And it just makes housework more fun, I think. I like a new cleaning product or a new pinny. It's like putting on the costume to do the job. This is actually the dog's water bottle, this one. It's been retired. It used to be mine, but it's got quite a bit of damage on it, so I've retired it, and now it's the dog's water bottle. Oh, golly, the time is going. So my first 5 minutes is done already. Golly, that was quick. I've made a start. Something's better than nothing. Sometimes you think, I've only got 5 minutes, it's not worth doing anything. But you know what? It is. Right, what's next? I think the next thing is to deal with the tomatoes, actually. Let's reset the timer. So let's go for another 5 minutes. I may have to finish abruptly if any of my family members get up. Because I don't think they're going to want to be on camera. I'm pretty certain they're not. Right. Let's pop these in here. I need to keep them somewhere we'll see them. The danger is, if I put them into the other room, they'll get forgotten and we won't use them. So, these are the ones my daughter bought. I'm going to get them out. I think what we're going to do today is we're going to have a big tomato salad, because these are all really ripe. I'm going to make, those are actually past their best, aren't they? That one's actually gone mouldy a little bit. I'm going to make a tomato and mozzarella salad. I think my husband and my son are building a patio today. But my daughter and I have got the day together, so that'll be fun. Right, let's pop the tomatoes in here. I think what we'll do, we've got a lot of eggs as well. Oh my goodness, our chickens are in total overlay at the moment. The nice weather and the time of year, the long days, the chickens are laying 6 eggs every day. This one definitely needs the rotten bit cutting out of it, doesn't it? I might put that there so I don't forget. So I think what we're going to do is make omelettes, cheese omelettes for lunch, and tomato and mozzarella salad. That is actually one of my favourite go-to lunches. We've also got avocados. I think my daughter bought avocados as well, so we might have omelettes, cheese omelette, tomato and mozzarella salad, a green salad, because we've got lots of green salad growing in the garden, and some avocado. I think that sounds like a nice lunch. I mustn't forget to do it, because I do need to use these tomatoes, and I do need to use eggs up. I need to give some eggs away as well. And I think my son's always happy to have eggs. Right, let's get this a little dry, and then it will sit on the argon dry completely, and then I'll be able to put it away. Good, I have a plan. I need to write a to-do list, actually. One of my hacks, I've got quite a few hacks. Another one is a Post-it. I love a Post-it. So that's a tip I got many years ago from the Fly Lady. If you need to build a new habit, she suggested writing Post-its and popping them all around the house. So like having a Post-it in your bathroom, reminding you to do your morning routine, or a Post-it over your sink reminding you to do your evening routine. And for me at the moment, the habit I'm working on is remembering to empty my washing machine as soon as it finishes and hang the washing out if it's a nice sunny day. Because I'm a terrible one for leaving my washing in the washing machine overnight and then coming to everything in the morning all creased. I actually once went away for the weekend and left the washing in the washing machine, and then I had to, when I got back, it was a long weekend, I had to re-wash it all, which was a bit of a pain. So I'm trying to work on that. So hence I have on my mirror empty washing machine, just to remind me to think, in the day or before I go to bed, do I need to empty my washing machine? Oh dear, somebody's left milk out and it's really hot at the moment, so that's not going to be good. Let's get rid of the milk. I don't know how long that's been there. It doesn't smell actually, which is probably good. Let's give it a quick little wash out, and then I think I'll stick that in the dishwasher so it gets a thorough wash. It's such a cute little jug. I pick these little jugs up in charity shops or on car boot sales when I see them. I love a little jug. Right, let's get the coffee area cleaned up. Right, what else is going on here? We need to that probably needs a wash out. We need to restock the knives. That's clean, isn't it? So we keep little knives, in here, just to knock the coffee off out of the. I might as well empty it actually while I'm in here, and then it's set up ready for my husband when he comes down. I've just made my coffee, so I'll just empty this and give it a quick wash out while I'm doing it. And the coffee area is ready for him. I might even set it up so it's ready to run, because he won't be long, I don't think. I haven't heard him rise yet. He tends to not be a morning person, whereas I'm very much a morning person. I'm not an evening person. I struggle I struggle to go out in the evenings because I get very sleepy, probably because I wake up so early. But in the morning, I'm wide awake. He gets up fairly early, just not as early as me. Right, I need to empty the compost caddy as well. Next 5 minutes is just gone. Woohoo! I've done 2 lots of 5 minutes. Let's reset. We're going in for a third. God, this is going to be at least a 3 by 5 minutes. I'm moving reasonably quickly this morning. I really hope I'm not making you dizzy. Please accept my apologies if I am. I think it's just because I'm aware there's quite a lot I want to get done today. So I can then go out and have some fun with my family. Right, let's have a think. What was next on my list? I'm going to keep going with the coffee machine. And I'm going to write a list. Yes, that's my other tip for getting things done around the house or in life generally, or anything. Write a list. If you write a list, you're much more likely to do it, even just by putting it on paper. I do love a written list. I know a lot of people keep to-do lists on their phone, but that's never really worked for me because I need to stay off my phone. If I go onto my phone, if I had a to-do list on my phone, I think what would happen is I would just get sucked onto my phone and I would end up then not actually doing the things on the to-do list. So I love a written to-do list. Also, I can leave it out where I can see it and other people can see it. So if they want to help me, they can do things on my list. So, for example, last week I had lots on my to-do list. I was having one of those overwhelmed days. My daughter was due to arrive for the weekend with her dogs. I needed to get the barn ready. I needed to get the house ready. I needed to do some vacuuming and mopping. It felt like a huge to-do list. And so my husband saw my to-do list and he knew I was feeling a little overwhelmed. And so he did some of the things off the list for me, which was really fantastic and a huge help. So there was less for me to do, and it actually meant everything on the list got done, which is a lovely thing as well. So don't underestimate the power of a written to-do list. Sometimes when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I use something called an Eisenhower matrix, which is where it's a really, really useful tool. It's actually, came across it actually on a business course, but I sometimes just use it for life in general. It doesn't have to be, it can be for the house or life tasks. It's really useful. You dump everything onto this matrix and it puts it into priorities. It just helps you to feel more on top of things and to prioritize your tasks. So I really enjoy using an Eisenhower matrix, but I tend to save that for times when I'm feeling particularly overwhelmed, not just a little bit of overwhelm. A little bit of overwhelm and a normal to-do list will usually sort that out. I haven't actually written a to-do list yet for today, but I do want to write one because I want to get a couple of jobs around the house done. Also, I tend to write like fun things on the list because it's important to prioritise self-care and family fun and renewing your spirit. So I tend to add those to my to-do list. Sometimes I write things like take my vitamins or sit in the garden or garden for 15 minutes. Right, I'm going to put the compost caddy out the back door because that needs to go to the outside compost bin. We're very lucky we have a compost collection. We do make our own compost, but things like the coffee grounds I tend to put into the compost caddy just because they're very messy. So if they're bagged, they're less messy. So it's out there. Right, what was next on my to-do list? I think I'm going to wipe this table down, actually. It's probably going to smell of coffee now. I just realised I've got coffee on this little cloth. Oh, well. It's just looking a bit dusty. Let's give it a wipe down. And then I might feed the fish. Oh, the coffee area is looking a lot better. Let's leave that in there. Right, where am I going to... I need to find a home for these tomatoes. Do you know, I think it might be here, just so they're in plain sight. Because I want them to be used, I think we need to keep them visible. And hopefully I'll use most of those today. A lot of them anyway. We're probably going to need to have tomato salad tomorrow as well. I've got these other tomatoes, so I think I'm going to wash those and get those actually into... Whoops! Wash them, excuse me, and get them into a bowl ready to use. They're really cute little tomatoes. I think they're actually tomatoes for children's packed lunches. But I picked them up in the supermarket. I think they were from Lidl, just because they were really cute. And I like variety in my food. They're just so sweet. Look at them. Oh golly, how can that timer be going again? Right, so there's 2 lots of tomatoes. That's crazy. How can that timer go so quickly? Okay, next. All right, I've noticed this shelf in here. I don't know how we've managed this, but we've managed to spill coffee grounds all over this shelf. And it looks a mess, so I just want to wipe that up next. My husband seems to be building up a collection of spare parts for the coffee machine. We had to buy a new coffee machine recently. Our old coffee machine, which we probably had for about 12 years. It was a DeLonghi coffee machine. We love DeLonghi coffee machines. We've been buying them for years. It just went wrong. It was leaking here. Water was coming out in the wrong place. And my husband tried multiple things to fix it. And in the end, I think we just had to buy a new machine. So we have a lovely new coffee machine in here. We had a red one and now we've got a black one. Because they don't seem to make the red one anymore. Well, I couldn't find it anyway. We did look for a red one because we like the bright colour in here. But unfortunately, we couldn't find one. So he's now got one of these. We've got a spare one of these from the old machine, which is actually quite useful. Because my daughter tells me you can put them through the dishwasher, so I could put the other one through the dishwasher later. Now let's just sort out this shelf, because I want this bowl for the baby tomatoes. So that can go there. Let's just reorganise a bit. Coffee cup on the hook. Just wipe this shelf down while I'm at it. Some fresh herbs there that Mike's harvested out of the garden. Good. Right, okay, that's a bit better. Looking a bit tidier in here. I'm not going to spend hours on it. Good. I'm happy with that. Right, what's next? House plant care would be a good job to do. And deal with the avocados, actually. It's another job that needs doing. And they need to be put somewhere while I remember that they need using. Golly, we've got so much fruit in here as well. Right, let's get the avocados out. So I'll put all the avocados in a bowl so I don't forget to use them. Can I find a bowl in here? There's all sorts going on in here. I think my husband's saving these, but I don't think they need to be in here, do they? Can you spot... Aha! I need another fruit bowl, but I don't think I've got another fruit bowl in here. What could I use? Golly, Kate, you must have another fruit bowl. It's not like you. You are the queen of fruit bowls. Where have I put them all? I know I've got loads of trifle bowls and fruit bowls, but I just don't know where I've put them. I'm going to have a sidetrack moment now looking for a fruit bowl. Right, these need to go down to the vegetable garden. And I need to get my husband to tidy up here because he just keeps leaving things at the entrance. I'm trying to declutter in the entrance hall at the moment. Okay. Golly, here's a job I didn't get to yesterday and I want to get done. I want to put these throws into this bag ready to take them back to the cottage. And I'm going to put this tablecloth away for when it gets sunny. It's not actually going to be sunny today, I don't think. Last night I did all my ironing. I had a Zoom with some friends, so I got my ironing done. So it's a really, really nice way to spend a Friday evening. Right, so let's deal with this laundry, which I should have dealt with yesterday. Golly, you might end up under the laundry at this rate. Let's see if I can do this without switching my camera off, which is what I quite often seem to accidentally do. This is really a two-man job because these throws are so huge. I might have to pause while I do this. Throw number 1 is in the bag. I'm not sure I'm going to get 2 of them in. There's one in the bottom already that's ready to go back. Can I squeeze the last one in? Oh, golly. Let's just put this air away because I've got another throw here that I've washed. These throws just help to protect the sofas. Because we're a dog-friendly cottage, it just really helps reduce on wear and tear. It means that I can wash the throws and just keep, I have a lot of throws, I just keep changing them out. Right, I'm going to try and squeeze the other one in the bag. Wish me luck. I'm going to have to pause again. Oh, I just need to pop the dogs out. It just sounded like one of them was going to throw up. So let's get you 2 out quickly. What's the matter with you? Out you go. One of them's making a strange noise, which is always a little concerning. Right, I've managed to squeeze the throw in the bag, but I might need Mike's assistance to actually get the zip to close. Otherwise, I'm probably going to break the bag, or I might have to put one of them in another bag. I'm going to leave that there for now, I think, because it's quite big. This I line dried yesterday. I think, I could have put that one in. That one's dry. I think I could have put that one in that bag actually and find another bag for the big one. That's probably a better idea. Anyway, let's get this area put away. So this is my focus this morning, is really just to catch up on all the jobs that I didn't finish yesterday. All this ironing could go in a basket. But first, let's move this. I've got 2 baskets. Right, I think I'll tackle the laundry next. There's quite a lot of laundry to deal with. I've got stuff to go back to the kitchen, the other kitchen. Right. All this stuff was on the washing line yesterday and it's lovely and dry. I'm getting really into line drying. The weather's been so good for it this year. And having the new washing line right next to the laundry room, which I see when I'm putting the dogs out at night, is fantastic. It means I'm not forgetting my washing, and it has actually rained overnight. It makes such a difference. I started to take this basket through, but actually I've got stuff to go in it. Anyway, what are you up to this Saturday? Have you got anything fun planned? Is it a housework day for you, or you're going out and doing something with family or friends? I've got quite a busy day today. I've planned stuff to do with my daughter, which I think it's nice because she lives quite a long way away. So when she's here, I like to do something fun with her. So we've actually got a really busy schedule today. And my son's spending the day with her. Sorry, my husband is spending the day, as I said, with my son building a patio. Right, that's a mop head that's been through the wash. Okay, let's deal with the stuff on the area. That one hasn't actually been ironed. That one can go in the ironing basket. It needs a slight iron. It was line dried, so it's not bad. But everything else on here has been ironed. So if you've got another of my hacks that I use is if you've got a task that you don't particularly enjoy. For example, for me, ironing is one of those tasks that I have difficulty starting. Once I get going, I actually usually really enjoy it, but it's one of those tasks I procrastinate on. So I found that if I pair a task that I don't enjoy, or have difficulty starting, like ironing, with another thing that I do enjoy, which is like a Zoom with friends, or watching a film, or watching something on YouTube, or what else do I like to do? Or making a video. I enjoy making a video. So if I pair the task, I'm much more likely to get the task done. So I do that quite a lot around the house when I'm doing tasks. So I will pair a task that I don't particularly enjoy with a task that I do with something I do enjoy that I can do at the same time, that just makes it more fun. So like when I'm working out, I like working out, but sometimes again it can be difficult getting going. So when I work out, I always listen to really good music, or really, really motivational podcast, or something usually about working out. I love a podcast about working out. So I've done this for years. I just find it's a really good way to get motivated. And some of you have been letting me know that you listen to me to get motivated to do housework, which is lovely. I'm so happy that I'm motivating you while I'm motivating me. Right. Just going to put this laundry through here. Apologies, there are no lights on at the moment. Oh, I'm not going to take it upstairs yet. Just sit there for now. Golly, I even ironed my husband's linen shirt that he wore to work last week that I'd washed. And I do not like ironing, and linen is one of those fabrics I really do not enjoy. I don't tend to buy linen because it's such high maintenance, but I line dried it and then I ironed it last night while I was Zooming, and it was maybe still a little damp, so it's a lot easier to iron than if I'd left it for weeks. And it means it's ready for him to wear again. Whoops, I can hear some woofing. It might be time to stop. It probably means my daughter's getting up and they're woofing at her dogs. So just bear with me. I might need to take a pause. Come on, you two. Come on. Is it just you two woofing? You're just trying to get your little friend up, aren't you? We have another doodle staying, so it's a very doodly weekend. Their little doggy cousin, well, she's not really their cousin, but she looks like she could be, is staying for the weekend. She's a little bit bigger than them. She's another golden doodle, and she is actually golden. We had planned to get golden doodles, but then we saw these two and we just fell in love with them. Even though they weren't, and had planned to have a golden dog, or we'd only planned to get one dog as well, but we just fell in love with these two. Come on, guys, out of there. Right, sorry, I haven't got much light on in here. Just going to put my bits and bobs away, my little laundry bags. I'm going to put away. And actually, I need to do a bit of tidying up in my messy utility room, don't I? These are waiting to go back to the conservatory. Let's pop them there. I'm going to finish this bit first. What else have I got in here? A towel for the kitchen. That's actually very useful. I'm going to put it back up. Oh, why are they woofing? They're very restless this morning. I think they want their little doggy friends across the way to come and join them. But my daughter is not getting up. She's having a lie-in. Right, what was I going to do? I've lost my... I know, I was going to feed the fish because they look hungry. And you know, it might be time for a break. Just finished putting this little bit of laundry away. I've got stuff in the sink to do as well, and I need to deal with this box because it's annoying me there. Right, that can go there because that needs to go back to the wet room. That little hand towel. These are going in the conservatory. So if you'd like to come through to the conservatory with me. Oh, I was looking for a bowl for the avocados. Oh, I need to go and have a look in the downstairs loo as well. I swept up the ant stuff last night, so I need to see if it's come back. But I did actually put it in the container in here. I didn't really want it in my vacuum cleaner because I've already got ants in the conservatory. Maybe where they came from originally. Oh, I've got a plant I need to pot up. Oh, brilliant. My husband's filled my watering cans. That's such good news. I didn't know he'd done that. Well, before I leave the conservatory, I'm going to water the plants that I spotted yesterday. Were looking really sorry for themselves. Oh, he's done it for me. Oh, he's so good. He's resuscitated my plants. It's a nice little fern here I need to take into the garden. It looks like he's watered, actually. Let's just give that one, because that's very susceptible to drying out. And there's another one down here. I think it's time for these little plants to go out, because they're drying out on almost a daily basis, which I don't think can be good for them. Where's that coming out of? Right, my timer is going again. Oh, I've got a little plant here that's drying out. It's in a very tiny pot. Right. Do you know what? I'm going to come and get some of this duckweed out of this watering can because the goldfish love to eat the duckweed. Let me see if I can find a little container. That's a bit of veggies for them. Right, there's a clean towel to go in here. Ready for when I need one. Right, what has happened in here? Has it come back? Yes, it has. Look, they must be living in the cavity in the wall because I cleaned all this up yesterday and I moved the plants that were on here and it's reappeared. So we've definitely got an ant's nest in our wall. We haven't got cavity walls, but they've obviously found a little space in there. And for some reason, I think they must be clearing. This is probably the poo. Oh my goodness. They're clearing out all the mess out of the nest into my downstairs loo. So we're probably going to have to deal with that, unfortunately. Sorry, my brain is ticking over thinking, I was hoping maybe it wasn't too active, but it clearly is pretty active, isn't it? The fact that's reappeared overnight. Right. Okay, where those little baby tomatoes can go in there. Probably do need them to drain a bit more actually. They're still really wet. So I'm just going to pause while I have a little slurp of my coffee. Next task is look for a bowl to sort out the fruit and the avocado. I need to rationalise. Right. What are you two up to? I need to take this basket back to the... Oh, there's a big dead fly in here. That's the trouble at this time of year. When you have the... golly, look at that. I hope it's not a bee. When you have the windows open, I'm just going to do a quick swish and swipe in here while I'm in here. Wash my hands and just quickly give this a little clean so it's company ready for today. So this is probably one of the bathrooms that gets the most use. So I'm just going to clean the sink. It's the main downstairs bathroom or sink. Right. Well, next on my list, I quite like to do some plant care because it has been really warm this week. I've tidied up my hotspot of work journals already. Right, let's pop that back down there. I've done a good job in here as well. It's looking much better. It's looking much tidier. Is that empty? You want to go out? You've only just come in. Why do you want to go out again? Golly, really? I don't like to call their bluff. They are house trained, but they are still only young. So I tend to, if they're asking to go out, I tend to let them. There's some rubbish here that needs putting in the recycling. Somebody's had a drink. Oh, that's really full actually. That's probably why they didn't put it in. So I need to put that to the back door. When I'm fully dressed, I'll take it up. Let's go and put it in the other recycling bin. Just pop it here and then it's on its way to the outside bin. This needs to go away in the utility room. So we've done pretty well, haven't we? Considering I thought I was only going to get 5 minutes done. I've actually done 33 minutes. Just picking up, tidying up, putting things away. Golly, my step count is probably already really good. I've got another mat I want to deal with. Right, okay, let's do this mat and then I can put this away. Let's take this. This is a mat that needs to go back to the cottage, so it needs to go back to my cottage launch pad, which is a cupboard that I have in here where I keep things that need to go back to the cottage. So it just means when I'm going over there, which I will be when the guests come out next week, then I just go in the cupboard and everything I need to take with me is there ready to go. Sometimes I load it into the car so it's ready to go. Depends, but it's a few days still before I have to go over, so I don't want to fill the car up because then it makes it more difficult to use the car. Right, so there's lots of mats here need to go back and a bowl in there, and I've got bedding to go back. I think I'll pop the bedding in there so it's not blocking that chair. Don't think I'm going to get the enormous bag back in there. It's just going to have to sit near it. Let's see if we can lock the launch pad. Oh, this is bursting. There's a lot to go back this week. This is also baskets that I use for the cottage. Right. Time is going. What was next on my list? I think it was in my mental list. I should have written a physical list. I think I was looking for, brilliant. Here's a project I'm working on at the moment, dealing with these plants. But look, this is what I was looking for. I knew I'd got one out. It's a lovely vintage trifle bowl. It reminds me of my childhood. It's the sort of thing my grandmother had. I think I picked this up at a charity shop or a car boot. It is a little damaged. There's lots of scratches on it. I've had it for years. Probably had this since the children were little, and it's had lots of use. So let's just give it a quick wash out, because it's not been used for a while. I used to love at Christmas making a trifle. Oh my goodness, I used to absolutely love trifle. It was one of my things that I always made at Christmas, chocolate trifle. And my grandmother used to make trifles. So whenever I see a trifle bowl like this, I get very excited, because it just reminds me of my childhood. And my mum used to make fabulous trifles. And in fact, my father-in-law used to make fabulous trifles. So it's definitely part of my family history. Trifle making used to be a very big thing, particularly in the sort of 70s, 80s, 90s. Is trifle big now? Trifle needs to come back. Trifle was wonderful. I wonder if I can make a more keto trifle, because I'm trying to I'm doing not eating sugar at the moment. Well, hopefully by Christmas I'll still be not eating sugar. But maybe I could make a slightly more keto trifle, just leave out the custard, have lots of fruit. I suppose I could use a sugar-free jelly. I could use, and then lots of really lovely extra thick whipped cream, and then some grated dark chocolate. I think that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Golly. Right. Okay, what was I going to do? I've dried out my trifle bowl. I think I'm going to put all the fruit into the trifle bowl, and then that will free up some of these other bowls. And I need to put my new journal away. I'm a bit of a journal addict, as you may have gathered. These lemons are so beautiful. I need to do something with them. Put them into water or into a drink. Right, let's put the trifle bowl there. Where's that from? That needs to go away, I think. I'll just pop that there, I think, for now. Just had my oranges in, which I bought the other day. Let's wash this out. We could use this for tomatoes. This is nothing. What is this? This is something, again, I probably picked up at a car boot or a charity shop. I think it's a bit of Portuguese sort of ceramics that somebody probably bought on holiday as a souvenir. But it's nice and summery. And it looks nice on a sort of summer table, full of tomatoes or full of something. It'd be very good for will this do for the avocado? It might do. What shall I do? I think I'll put the avocado in it initially, and then it'd probably end up with tomatoes in it when we've eaten the avocados. All right, that's to remind me to use them. Actually, I think that bit of cardboard could probably go in my other compost bin, which goes into the garden. I don't think I need to put it in the recycling. That's very compostable. Put it in there. Good. Have these tomatoes drained yet? So I think they could go in there. They're ready to go. Good. I think the avocado will have to stay here for now. They could go in the other room, but they're likely to get forgotten. Out of sight, out of mind, isn't it? A case of these tomatoes can be... I probably need to dry these a little bit. They're still really wet. Let's just give them a little pat and pop them in there. So now I have a mass of tomatoes. Golly, that one's really ripe. That needs eating. Let's just rinse these colander out, I think. It's not dirty, is it? And then they can just drain and go away. Must remember to pick some green salad. Right, Okay, I think it's time for a sit down, don't you? And I'm going to write my to-do list for the day. And I'm going to put lots of fun on it because it's Saturday. Lots of fun activities. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing any laundry today because it's forecast to rain. So I try to do my laundry when the sun's shining. Right. Can't think. Was there anything else on my to-do list? Golly, please remind me. If I've something I said I was going to do and I haven't done it, please pop it in comments. Anyway, I just need to probably tackle this table. It's still looking quite untidy. And I need to put that collar away, don't I? It's been sat there for ages. Anyway, my timer's going. I'm going to take a break now, I think. There's still nobody else up. It's nearly 7 o'clock and it's still only me up. Anyway, thank you for your company. Let me know how you're getting on and how you start your Saturdays. Bye for now.